Shore time means finishing on Friday is as good as finishing on Tuesday.
What short time means to me is when the task is done, I'm done, and I'm done.
Shore time means I can build you a house out of 550 cord and duct tape. You wouldn't want to live there, but I can build it. There she is, folks, Stevie, our current project ATV. She's a 2003 Honda Rincon with all matching serial numbers. The Rincon is the only ATV I know of that came standard with a torque converter, and still comes standard with a torque converter, and that's a thing. I'm pretty excited about this project. I absolutely love working on four-wheelers.
Oh, Stevie, you're so pretty. I just love you, Stevie.
The Rincon is a pretty special bike, and a 2003, the very first year of the Rincon, makes it even more so. So what do we plan to do with her? Well, stage one is to tear her down and replace her major systems. Then in the winter, we will take her all the way down to the frame, clean her, repaint her, and build her from scratch. In effect, we'll make a brand new ATV. But first things first, how did Stevie get her name? So, at shore time, even though we can't play the music for copyright reasons, we're a pretty big fan of Fleetwood Mac, or at least I am. And just like Stevie Nicks, Stevie the ATV may be a little older, but she has it where it counts. The first step in the process?
She's naked.
Remove her plastics. We're at a point now where we can absolutely reach any and all of the systems that need to be replaced. We always take off the plastics first.
You know, that's kind of like the thing with ATVs. It's like whether or not you go to the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do I risk not being able to go back to bed, or I just risk myself? So, same thing with plastics, man. Am I going to take all the plastic off and do it the right and easy way, or am I just going to try to work around it?
So while it is a lot of work, that doesn't mean we don't have fun while we do it. Anyhow, we're actually not just going to replace the systems. We know many of the historical issues with the Rincon and actually plan to improve on the design.
The problem with the Rincon is, I mean, you can see, there's barely an eighth of an inch between the oil cooler and the radiator. That's not a lot of space, right? So I got the washers to put at least 2 washers in there to give it a little more breathability, maybe help solve part of that overheating issue. You tracking?
Yes, we are. We are. I'm in.
And it's those seemingly minor tweaks that really make a difference when you do something like change, replace, and improve an entire cooling system.
What's that?
The feed oil pipe. Are you good there? Can I install this right now?
Yeah.
And when you plan to change all the major systems, cooling, suspension, brakes, etc., you have to develop a system of working together as a team. Curtis replaces the radiator while figuring out a traditional overheating issue on the Rincon, and I head straight to the water pump. I yank and hold the control arms while Curtis buttons down the shocks. You get the idea. On Stevie, we did the entire cooling system. Radiator, water pump, thermostat, sensors, all of it. That took considerable coordination and communication to make it work. And remember, we did all that while working on her at the same time in the same space.
It's right now. You're right. Yeah. Did you hear that? Can somebody please translate what I just said?
Yep.
It's right here. Right. Yeah. Go around. Right. Yeah.
Even Duke decided to get into the act. Of course, I'm not sure he understood what Curtis said, which is why he came to investigate.
I'll get him.
It's getting down to the wire. We're pretty much done with installing the cooling system, and we're looking for a little affirmation.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Actually, Curtis, I don't think I'm going to give you a "haw yeah." What I will do is head into the workshop and work on plastics. Because if we're going to call it a new bike, it had better look new, too. And that affirmation we're looking towards, that's going to be when we start her. The start. The pinnacle moment in any rebuild. After we let the gaskets and other such stuff set, we're going to put down the plastics and see if we can start Stevie. But whether or not she starts, this episode is definitely coming to a close.
Oh, okay.
Like, subscribe, and get notified, please.